It's just been a few weeks ago we showed them how to make chaffles, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
But we were naughty, and so we're going to fix that today.
Yes, we're fixing it.
Well, hi, I'm Dennis Pollock, and I have my lovely wife, who is...
Benedicta Pollock.
Benedicta Pollock, and we are going to teach you a little bit more about...
Chaffles and topping.
Yes. Now, you may be saying to yourself, why is that man wearing a hat? He doesn't normally wear a hat. Have you wondered that yourself?
No, I love it. You look cool. I tell you should be wearing this all the time.
I'm not wearing it to look cool. I'm wearing it because a hat, in the British tradition, a hat is called a topper.
Okay.
This is my topper.
Wow.
And so you got the regular Dennis, and then you've got Dennis's topping.
This is your topping?
This is my top. So there is actually a story about this particular hat.
Okay.
This is not a Walmart hat, folks. This is not something I got at JCPenney's.
No.
This comes all the way from...
Nigeria.
The pastors gave me this hat, and I'm so proud of it.
Yep.
And we were doing a meeting, and the pastors gave me this hat. They gave me a cane, which is always what big men use. Whether you need a cane or not, they gave me a cane and a hat. So, I look like Fred Astaire or something ready to do a dance.
That was a cloth to go with it.
But I'm not sure if I can ever forgive those pastors for what they did to me after that. You know what they did?
No.
The chiefs of the people of that community, the Igbo chiefs, were ready to make me an honorary chief. And I could have proudly worn a red chief's cap. And I was so thrilled to think that I was going to become an Igbo chief. And then about the time they're ready to get him, set it all up, the pastor said, the meeting is set to start very soon. We don't have time. We got to get ready. So everybody just left, and I'm stuck there without my chiefdom or chieftaincy or whatever you call it.
Chieftaincy. Title.
You could be looking at an Igbo chief right now, except for that group of pastors that was in too much of a hurry. But their heart was in the right place because I really did need to preach. But I would have liked to have been an Igbo chief.
You want the title?
Well, maybe next time I go to Nigeria, some group of chiefs will pity poor old Dennis and maybe make him a chief. The mistake we made last time, we were excited about chaffles, but we never considered the toppings you can put on them. They make, they're good by themselves, but they make them like a zillion % better when you put toppings on them.
Yes, that's so good.
So we've picked out our 3 favorites. Now, we may find some others we like even better. I don't know. But boy, these are excellent, and they really make the chaffles better still. And we're going to sample them, and we're going to let you know. We already like them, so that's not going to be a surprise. But we're going to rate them as to the absolute best. And so we're going to start. The first topping came from a viewer. In fact, several viewers told me that they like to put cream cheese on their chaffle, and they use something called everything bagel seasoning. So I thought that sounds kind of good. I went to Walmart. I couldn't find it. Maybe it was there, but I couldn't find it. So I ordered it from Amazon. I tried it, loved it. Let you try it, and you loved it?
Yes, I did.
So go ahead, cut a chaffle in half. We don't, since we're just tasting different.
Right.
No, well, either one, yeah.
Okay, we'll start with
this.
this.
We might as well start with that one. And, right, bring it in front of you. Okay. So, the first topping is very simple. It's the simplest topping of all to make and you wouldn't even have to do this. We melt the cream cheese.
Yeah.
In the microwave for about 18 seconds. You got to be careful. If you do it at too high a temperature or too long, it'll start popping like fireworks and spray your microwave, and you'll have a cleanup job to do. And the other alternative is just leave it out until it warms up and is at a decent temperature and texture.
Right.
Anyway, this is just plain old cream cheese, nothing added at all. Go ahead and spread it over one of the halves. Okay, so there you go. Nothing particularly fancy, but there is one more thing. Go ahead and put some bagel seasoning, everything bagel seasoning it's called. If it was up to her, she might put double that amount. Go ahead and take a bite and tell me if it's wonderful.
Take it back.
Hand me one. The rest.
So good.
Yeah. It definitely reminds me of a bagel in flavor. Now, the texture's not the same. It's not as chewy, not as dense and thick as a bagel would be. But boy, the flavor is about like the kind of you taste on a bagel.
Yeah.
And it's just like so much better than eating these by themselves, right?
Yes, it's so good.
So I got to experimenting and playing around. I thought, well, there's one topping that really enhances the flavor of a chaffle.
Yeah.
And by the way, we'll put my basic chaffle recipe in the description so you can, make those if you missed that. Basically, a chaffle is just add a half cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, or it could be any cheese, really, and then add an egg. And then I throw in a few other ingredients to kind of densize it, and I think it makes it a little better. But if all you had was an egg and some shredded cheese, you could do it, and it wouldn't be bad at all. All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Go ahead and take the other half that you cut.
The other half.
And we are going to use this particular topping. Now, this one is a little fancier. This one required some about half part cream cheese and half part sour cream. And then we mashed up about 12 blueberries, mashed them up, squeezed their little blueberry guts out, and twist and stirred it around. And we added 1 packet of erythritol stevia combination, 1 packet of that. And when she tried this, I think she liked it better than the first one. Go ahead and give it another try and see what you think about this one.
So good.
Really good. The third one I've seen listed in on YouTube channels of different kinds, and there's different ways of doing it, but they're all pretty similar. And that involves what they call an Oreo Chaffle.
Okay.
Growing up in Nigeria, you may not have had Oreos. Did you have? It's a cookie, basically 2 chocolate pieces on either end, and then a kind of a white creamy filling on the inside that's very sweet. Standard American good. So a lot of people take these chaffles and they put them together, except they take some of this topping, which is basically sour cream and some sweetener and some heavy cream, and you blend that around. And so they put in between. It looks like a big Oreo. But to me, this is overkill. You just do not need a top and a bottom on this. A bottom is just fine. I wouldn't put the top, make just the top and put it on the bottom, or it'll all fall off, right? But to me, it looks like an Oreo when you do the two. Yeah. But you're getting more than you need in my estimation. So if you'll give me the knife, I'll go ahead and cut this one.
Okay.
And one interesting thing about these is when they first come out of the waffle maker, the Dash Mini waffle maker that we use, they're kind of flexible and soft and kind of wimpy. Okay. And you're thinking that seems a little bit too wimpy, but you leave them out in the air for about half an hour, they become very firm, almost like toast. So if you don't like a wimpy Oreo Chaffle, leave it out a half an hour and you're good. Go ahead and put the topping on there.
Okay.
And tell me what you think.
What do I think? It's good.
These are excellent.
Very good.
Now, there is one more topping that I wanted to show you, and this is the simplest of all, and that is just to let your butter get soft and spread some butter over it. If you've got hard butter, it's not going to work. These things are not that strong. But if you let your butter get soft, you can spread butter over it. And
is it salted or non-salted?
I don't know. We buy salted butter and unsalted. Take a bite of that and tell me what you think about that, the butter.
It's good.
It is good.
Very good.
Even the butter itself, even the butter itself makes the chaffle a lot better. Yes. But these other toppings, they go way over the top. And I mean, they're like Grand Slam, over the moon, top of the line chaffles by the time you put these toppings on. Yes. So we will be back and we will rank these. Okay, we have ranked these different toppings and chaffles, and by the way, I did show you how to make a waffle out of the almond flour and coconut flour and a couple of things. But really, the chaffle is the lowest carb version, and if you can enjoy the chaffle, why do the waffle? Even if it's a low carb, if it's still adding a few extra carbs, better to avoid it if you can. Now, we're going to rank them first with the bagel. That was using this everything bagel seasoning on just normal softened cream cheese. No particular flavor except for the seasoning, which is the everything bagel seasoning. What did you rank the bagel?
I ranked bagel.
Bagel chaffle. Number 8, and I ranked it a 9. I think it's really great. And there's no law says something has to have a really sweet flavor to be good, and the bagel is a good example where you're not using any non-sugar sweetener or artificial sweetener, and yet it still tastes great. All right, the blueberry, that did have a packet of erythritol and stevia, plus it had those blueberries in it, which sweetened it up. And what did you rank the blueberry topping with the chaffle?
10!
10. I gave it a 10 as well. I have to admit that's good.
Gosh.
Now, here's something to remember. It wouldn't have to be blueberries. It could be strawberries cut up and mashed. It could be raspberries chopped up and mashed. So whatever way you want to do it with a low-carb fruit, berry, that is, not just any fruit, but low-carb berries like blueberries, like strawberries, like raspberries, it'll work.
Yes.
And then we have the chocolate Oreo version. We just use the bottom. And what did you rank the chocolate Oreo?
7.
7. I gave it a 9. I thought it was quite good. It does use a lot of swerve. I mean, it's got swerve in the chaffle itself. It's got swerve in the topping. Now, to be eating that daily using that much swerve, even though swerve is fairly benign and a fairly solid choice for a non-sugar sweetener, I wouldn't advise it all the time. But for a Friday night for a special treat with you and your sweetie, that could be fine.
Yep.
And then last of all, the plain old ordinary common everyday butter, softened butter on top of a chaffle. What did you think about that?
7.
And I gave it an 8. I was actually surprised. It was really quite good.
It was good.
Again, you're not sweetening at all. You're just putting some good old-fashioned butter on the chaffle.
Yes.
So again, forgive us for not letting you know. We didn't know ourselves when we were just getting into chaffle routine and learning about them.
Yes, we're learning
And then I learned a few more things. I thought we've got to share this with our viewers. Let them know. Put a topping on it, and you raise it up tremendously in terms of taste. Here's another way for you to stay low carb and enjoy yourself.
Yes.
I believe in enjoying ourselves, don't you?
Yes, we can enjoy ourselves and at the same time eat what we want.
There you go. Well, within the boundaries of low carb.
Yes.
All right, well, that is it. And if they enjoyed this video, what do you think they ought to do?
If you enjoyed the video, you have to let us know by commenting below, telling us how much you like the video. And then when you try it, you come back and tell us, oh, it was so good. And then don't forget to like the video. And if you are just watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the little button so that YouTube will tell you or notify you each time we post anything. Thank you for watching and God bless you.